Welcome, visionaries. In this defining moment, we dive straight into the principles that separate mediocrity from mastery. This isn't just inspiration, it's a call to action, a blueprint for creating the life you were destined to live. Prepare to challenge your limits, redefine your potential, and step boldly into your power. Stay with me, because what comes next might just change everything. Have you ever felt like greatness was just out of reach? What if the key to unlocking it is right here, right now? When someone walks away from you, it can feel like a heavy weight pressing on your chest, especially when you feel they've left with a piece of your heart. It's easy to fall into the trap of believing that their actions define who you are, or that your worth is tied to their acceptance. But the truth is, their rejection is not a reflection of your value, it's simply a moment in time. It says more about them than it ever will about you. You are not defined by their decision to walk away. In fact, their inability to see your worth is simply a reminder that they weren't ready to recognize your full potential. You are worthy of all the love, success, and happiness in the world, and no rejection can take that away from you. The moment you realize that your worth is inherent and not dependent on anyone else's recognition, you free yourself from the weight of their actions and step into a space of true emotional freedom. When someone rejects you, there's a tendency to react perhaps with anger, sadness, or frustration. These emotions are natural, but they don't need to control you. You have the power to choose how you respond. Instead of allowing rejection to dictate your emotions, take a step back and choose emotional resilience. Emotional resilience isn't about suppressing your feelings, it's about acknowledging them without allowing them to control your life. It's the ability to rise above a challenging situation with strength and grace. When you choose resilience over reaction, you gain control of your emotional state, which is one of the most powerful tools you have for maintaining peace and clarity. In moments of pain or loss, kindness becomes your most powerful tool. Kindness isn't a sign of weakness, it's a profound reflection of self-love. By responding with kindness, you send a powerful message to the world that you are not shaped by others' actions, but instead you define your own reality. This kindness isn't about winning someone back or gaining their approval, it's about demonstrating to yourself that your peace and strength come from within. When you show kindness after rejection, you elevate your vibration and create an atmosphere of healing. It's a statement that says, I choose love and peace over anger and resentment. By radiating this energy, you attract more of the same into your life: more love, more peace, and more opportunities to flourish. The thoughts you think are the seeds of your reality. What you believe and tell yourself about who you are and what you deserve shapes your experiences. If you focus on the hurt caused by rejection, you are essentially planting more negativity in your mind, which will ultimately reflect in your life. On the other hand, when you choose to master your inner dialogue and speak to yourself with compassion, you are planting seeds of success, happiness, and abundance. Your internal narrative is your greatest tool, and you have the power to reshape it at any moment. Replace thoughts of inadequacy with affirmations of strength, power, and worth. Speak to yourself as you would to someone you love deeply, reminding yourself that you are worthy of all the good things life has to offer. Visualization is a powerful tool that can help you create the life you desire, especially after a setback. Rather than dwelling on the pain or replaying the moments of rejection, focus on what you want. Picture yourself living in a reality where you are fully appreciated, loved, and respected. See yourself surrounded by people who honor you and align with your highest vision of life. Feel that reality deeply, as if it's happening right now. The more vividly you can imagine this ideal life, the closer you get to manifesting it. Your mind doesn't differentiate between what's real and what's imagined, so by consistently visualizing your desired reality, you begin to shift your energy towards the life you want to create. When faced with rejection, you may feel as if someone is trying to diminish your worth. But the truth is that your kindness can shift their perception in ways they never expected. When they anticipate that you will crumble, retaliate, or beg for their approval, they are met with your calm, your strength, and your unwavering self-love. That's when things begin to change. The power of kindness lies in its ability to disarm. When you extend love and grace, you disrupt the negative energy and expectations they had for you. They may have hoped to see you broken, but instead they see you standing tall, unshaken, and shining brighter than before. That's the power of choosing to rise above the pain and remain true to yourself. Your kindness and strength will leave an indelible impression, one that may even challenge their own perception of what it means to be strong. When faced with rejection, the natural instinct is often to react, whether through anger, sadness, frustration, or a sense of betrayal. These emotions are normal and valid, but what matters is how you handle them. Instead of letting your feelings dictate your actions, it's important to choose emotional resilience. Resilience is the ability to remain steady in the face of life's challenges, not allowing them to control your inner peace. It's about navigating through difficult emotions without being swept away by them. When someone rejects you, it's easy to slip into a spiral of negative thoughts and emotions. You may question your worth or feel abandoned, as though this rejection defines you. But what if you could rise above these fleeting emotions? Emotional resilience is about accepting your feelings but not allowing them to control your state of mind or your actions. It's about understanding that rejection is an event, not a permanent condition. It doesn't have the power to define who you are or dictate how you should feel about yourself. Instead of reacting impulsively to rejection, take a step back and allow yourself time to process your emotions. Acknowledge the hurt, the disappointment, or even the anger. These emotions are valid, but they are not you. You are not defined by your reactions. By recognizing that your emotions are temporary and not a reflection of your worth, you can regain control over your mind and your life. This pause gives you the space to respond from a place of clarity, rather than from the initial shock of being rejected. Building emotional resilience involves embracing the idea that you are more than your circumstances. Rejection can feel personal, but it's important to remember that it's often more about the other person's needs, fears, or limitations than it is about you. Their actions are not a reflection of your value or your potential. Emotional resilience allows you to view rejection with a sense of detachment so you can move forward without internalizing their actions. It helps you understand that their decision does not affect your core essence, it only affects the present moment. One of the most powerful tools you have for fostering emotional resilience is self-awareness. By cultivating the ability to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment, you create space between the situation and your reaction. This space allows you to respond with intention rather than with impulsive emotions. Take a moment to breathe, to clear your mind, and to assess the situation from a broader perspective. In that moment of stillness, you reclaim your personal power. You don't need to chase after anyone or try to prove your worth. You simply need to remind yourself that you are worthy of love, respect, and fulfillment, regardless of what anyone else decides. This ability to detach from the emotional charge of rejection doesn't mean you suppress your feelings. It means you allow yourself to feel without allowing those feelings to dictate your actions. For instance, if you feel hurt or sad, let yourself feel those emotions fully. But don't allow them to turn into bitterness or resentment. Emotions are meant to be experienced, not to control you. Emotional resilience is about processing your emotions in a healthy way and choosing how to respond with grace and dignity, no matter what happens. A key component of emotional resilience is the ability to forgive not just others, but also yourself. When someone rejects you, it's easy to blame yourself or to replay the situation over and over in your mind. What did I do wrong, you may ask, but forgiveness is the key to releasing those negative emotions. Forgiveness isn't about excusing someone's behavior or accepting mistreatment. It's about freeing yourself from the burden of carrying hurt and regret. By forgiving, you create room for healing and personal growth. You let go of the past and focus on what you can control, your present and your future. Developing emotional resilience also means recognizing your own inner strength. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to tap into a deeper sense of self-awareness and personal growth. Rejection doesn't have to break you, it can become the catalyst for your transformation. The more you practice emotional resilience, the stronger you become, not only in handling rejection but also in navigating any obstacle life throws your way. You learn to trust yourself and your ability to overcome adversity, knowing that no matter what happens, you will always rise stronger. When you respond with emotional resilience, you are not just protecting yourself from the negative effects of rejection, you are also setting a powerful example for others. Your strength and poise in the face of challenges show the world that you are someone who values themselves deeply and won't be shaken by external circumstances. This strength is magnetic, it draws people to you, not because of anything you've done to seek approval, but because of the energy you emit. People are naturally attracted to those who have mastered their emotions and remain steadfast in their sense of self-worth. When you choose kindness, especially in the face of rejection or pain, you are not merely acting out of generosity or empathy, you're embodying a deeper form of self-love. Kindness is more than an action, it's a reflection of how you see yourself, how you value your own worth, and how you treat your inner world. In those moments when life feels heavy, when others may turn away, kindness becomes a powerful tool for transformation. It's not just about being nice to others, it's about demonstrating to yourself that you are worthy of peace, love, and respect, regardless of external circumstances. When you face rejection or disappointment, it's tempting to let the emotions take over and spiral into anger, self-doubt, or bitterness. It's easy to assume that someone's departure from your life means you've lost something valuable, or that their actions reflect your inability to be loved. However, in those moments, choosing kindness toward yourself is the most important act of self-preservation you can offer. Self-love is not just about feeling good about yourself when things go well, it's about choosing to treat yourself with the same compassion and understanding you would give to a friend in their most vulnerable moments. Kindness, in its truest form, starts from within. It's the conscious decision to nurture your own soul, even when the world may seem indifferent. When you are kind to yourself, you are acknowledging that you are worthy of love, acceptance, and peace, not because of anything you've done or haven't done, but simply because you exist. You are enough exactly as you are. This internal kindness ripples outward, influencing the way you engage with the world, and most importantly, how you handle the difficult moments in life. Every time you choose to be kind to yourself, you are reinforcing the belief that you deserve nothing less than love and compassion. It's easy to be kind to others when things are going well, but true self-love is revealed in your ability to care for yourself when you feel broken or rejected. When you extend kindness to yourself, you send a message to your mind, heart, and soul: I am worthy of this. I am worthy of healing, of happiness, of peace, and of all the blessings life has to offer. By responding to rejection with kindness, you show yourself that no one's opinion of you has the power to alter your sense of self-worth. When faced with a painful situation, kindness is the balm that soothes the hurt. It's the reminder that you are not defined by someone else's actions or words. Your worth is constant regardless of how others perceive or treat you. Kindness to yourself allows you to process your emotions without judgment or self-criticism. It's the space you create to feel, heal, and grow without being consumed by the negativity or self-doubt that can often follow rejection. Kindness also means recognizing that healing is not a linear process. There are moments when the pain of rejection feels overwhelming, and it's important to honor those feelings instead of pushing them aside. Self-kindness is about giving yourself permission to be human, to grieve, and to process your emotions at your own pace. When you offer yourself that grace, you allow room for growth and renewal. You don't force yourself to be over it too soon or criticize yourself for not getting past it faster. Instead, you embrace your journey, knowing that each step, even the painful ones, is a part of your healing process. Self-love through kindness also involves being aware of your inner dialogue. How you speak to yourself in times of struggle can either reinforce feelings of inadequacy or uplift and empower you. Self-kindness means shifting your internal conversation from one of self-blame or harsh judgment to one of compassion and understanding. Instead of saying, I'm not good enough, you begin to say, I am enough. I am deserving of love, and this moment does not define me. When you cultivate this inner dialogue of kindness, it transforms your entire experience of life. It allows you to weather storms with grace, knowing that no external situation has the power to shake your sense of self-worth. Furthermore, when you practice kindness toward yourself, you're aligning with the energy of abundance and love. The more you love yourself, the more love you will attract. This isn't about narcissism or selfishness, but rather about creating a healthy, balanced relationship with yourself. When you fill your own cup with kindness, compassion, and care, you naturally become more able to give that same energy to others. The kindness you offer yourself flows outward, creating ripples that touch everyone you encounter. Choosing kindness is an act of empowerment. It's a statement that you will not allow circumstances or other people's actions to dictate how you feel about yourself. You are in control of your own narrative, and the story you tell is one of strength, love, and resilience. When you embrace kindness as a manifestation of self-love, you take back the power to shape your reality. You stop seeking validation from external sources and instead find it within yourself. This inner validation becomes the foundation of your peace and joy, and no rejection or setback can take it away from you. The way you speak to yourself has the power to shape every aspect of your life. Your inner dialogue, the thoughts you have about yourself and your abilities, directly influences how you feel, how you act, and what you attract into your life. Yet, so many of us go through life unaware of the negative impact that our inner critic can have. The harsh words, the self-doubt, and the limiting beliefs can feel like a constant weight that holds us back. But what if you could change the way you speak to yourself? What if you could master your inner dialogue and shift your entire reality? Your inner dialogue is more than just a collection of thoughts. It is the lens through which you see the world and the foundation upon which you build your actions. When you constantly tell yourself that you are not good enough, not deserving, or not capable, you limit your potential before you even start. These negative thoughts create a self-fulfilling prophecy, where your beliefs about yourself influence your decisions and behavior, which in turn reinforces those beliefs. It becomes a cycle of self-sabotage, where you keep doubting your worth and capabilities, only to see the same doubts reflected in your experiences. But the truth is, you have the power to change your inner dialogue at any moment. You can choose to replace the self-critical thoughts with affirmations of strength, worth, and possibility. This shift is not an overnight process, but with conscious effort, you can begin to reshape your inner narrative and, as a result, your reality. When you start to change the way you talk to yourself, you start to change the way you perceive the world. Instead of seeing obstacles, you begin to see opportunities. Instead of feeling like a victim of your circumstances, you start to recognize your power to create change. Your inner dialogue becomes a source of motivation and strength rather than a hindrance. The words you speak to yourself influence your emotions, and your emotions drive your actions. So when you choose empowering, positive thoughts, you are more likely to take inspired action and move toward your goals with confidence and determination. One of the most powerful ways to master your inner dialogue is to become aware of the thoughts you are having. So often we let our thoughts run on autopilot, repeating negative patterns without even realizing it. By taking a moment to pause and listen to the voice inside your head, you can begin to identify the limiting beliefs and self-criticism that may be holding you back. This awareness is the first step toward change. When you catch yourself thinking thoughts like "I'm not good enough" or "I can't do this," you can challenge them. Ask yourself, is this thought true? Is this thought serving me most of the time? The answer will be no. Once you have identified these negative patterns, you can begin to replace them with more empowering statements. Instead of saying "I'm not good enough," try saying "I am capable and worthy of success." Instead of thinking "this is too difficult," reframe it as "I have the strength to overcome challenges." By consciously choosing to replace negative self-talk with positive affirmations, you begin to retrain your mind to focus on your strengths and possibilities rather than your limitations. Affirmations are a powerful tool for shifting your inner dialogue. These simple statements can help reprogram your subconscious mind and change the way you see yourself. The key to affirmations is to make them positive, present, and personal. For example, instead of saying, "I will be successful," say, "I am successful in everything I do." By speaking in the present tense, you send a message to your subconscious that you are already living the reality you desire. This helps align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your desired outcome, creating a powerful manifestation of your goals. It's also important to remember that your inner dialogue shapes how you perceive challenges and setbacks. When you encounter obstacles, your self-talk will determine whether you see them as roadblocks or opportunities for growth. If your inner dialogue is filled with doubt and negativity, setbacks will feel like failures. But if you approach challenges with a positive mindset, you will view them as opportunities to learn and grow. Instead of thinking this is impossible, you can reframe it as, "This is an opportunity for me to become stronger and more resilient." Another essential aspect of mastering your inner dialogue is practicing self-compassion. We all make mistakes and we all experience setbacks. But instead of beating yourself up or harshly criticizing yourself, practice kindness and understanding. Speak to yourself the way you would speak to a friend who is going through a tough time. Offer yourself encouragement, patience, and love. Self-compassion helps you to release the negative self-judgment that often accompanies failure or difficulty. By being gentle with yourself, you allow yourself the space to learn and grow, rather than staying stuck in shame or frustration. The power of visualization is one of the most transformative tools you can use to create the life you desire. Often people get trapped in the cycle of reliving past experiences, constantly focusing on what went wrong, what they lacked, or the mistakes they made. The more you fixate on your past, the more you are unconsciously drawing from that energy to shape your present reality. But what if you could shift that focus and instead visualize the life you truly deserve? What if you could break free from the limitations of your past and step into a future filled with possibility, abundance, and success? By redirecting your energy toward what you truly want, what you deserve, you can begin to unlock the limitless potential within you and start manifesting your dreams. When you continually focus on your past, you are essentially feeding the old story of who you were, not who you can become. Your past is made up of moments that have already occurred, and while they may have shaped you, they do not define you. Every day you are given the opportunity to choose a new narrative, to step into a new version of yourself. Visualization is a powerful practice that allows you to create that new narrative. By picturing the life you desire, you begin to align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with that vision. The more vividly and emotionally you can see yourself living the life you deserve, the more it becomes a reality in your experience. One of the most important aspects of visualization is to focus on the future you are creating, rather than getting lost in the regrets, mistakes, or failures of your past. It's easy to slip into the habit of thinking about what went wrong, especially when life has been difficult or disappointing. But when you focus on the past, you're not giving yourself the chance to fully embrace the future that's waiting for you. Your past may hold lessons, but it doesn't hold the keys to your future. By shifting your focus from the past to the future, you create the space for new possibilities to enter your life. You begin to see the world not as a place of limitations, but as a canvas for your dreams. Visualization is more than just imagining a future. It's about emotionally connecting with that future. When you visualize the life you deserve, you should feel the excitement, joy, and gratitude as though it's already happening. This emotional connection to your vision is crucial because it sends out vibrations into the universe that attract similar energy back to you. Your emotions are powerful magnets, drawing in circumstances, opportunities, and people who resonate with the energy you are putting out. The stronger the emotional connection to your vision, the more aligned your actions and decisions become with the life you're creating. To make your visualization practice even more powerful, you need to engage all of your senses. Picture not only what your ideal life looks like, but also what it feels like, smells like, sounds like, and even tastes like. The more sensory details you include in your visualization, the more real it will feel. The mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined, so the more vividly you can see and feel your future, the more likely it is to manifest. It becomes a part of your identity. And as you step into that new identity, you start to align your behaviors and choices with the person you are becoming. When you visualize the life you deserve, it's important to focus on the feelings of abundance and fulfillment that accompany your vision. Many people mistakenly visualize their goals from a place of lack, focusing on what they don't have or what they wish was different. This approach only reinforces feelings of scarcity. Instead, focus on the feeling of already having everything you need, of already being the person who has achieved their goals. Feel the gratitude for the success, love, health, and joy that you are creating. Feel the pride and satisfaction of knowing that you are living your dreams, and you will begin to draw those experiences into your life. It's also essential to release any attachment to how exactly your vision will unfold. While it's important to have clarity about what you want, it's equally important to remain open to how it arrives. The universe works in mysterious ways, and sometimes the path to your dreams may look different than you expected. Trust that the universe is working on your behalf and that everything is unfolding in the perfect way for you. When you let go of rigid expectations and allow yourself to be open to unexpected opportunities, you invite even greater blessings into your life. Visualization is not just about sitting in a quiet space and imagining your future, it's about integrating that vision into your everyday life. As you visualize the life you deserve, start taking actions that are in alignment with your vision. Your behavior should reflect the belief that you are worthy of everything you desire. For example, if you visualize yourself living in a beautiful home, start making choices that reflect that, whether it's organizing your current living space or researching neighborhoods that align with your vision. If you see yourself in a thriving career, take steps to upskill, network, or pursue opportunities that will bring you closer to that reality. The more action you take, the more your vision becomes tangible. Kindness is one of the most powerful forces in the world, capable of shifting not only your own life, but the lives of those around you. When you offer kindness, you are not just being generous, you are creating a ripple effect that can change the way people see themselves, see others, and even see the world. It's easy to underestimate the impact of a simple act of kindness, especially in a world that often emphasizes competition and self-interest. But kindness has the extraordinary ability to shift someone's perspective in a profound way, helping them see things from a new angle and, in turn, encouraging growth, healing, and understanding. When you extend kindness to others, you are offering more than just an action, you are offering a shift in energy. People's minds are constantly shaped by the experiences they have, the words they hear, and the actions they witness. When someone is feeling broken, hurt, or misunderstood, it's easy for them to fall into a negative mindset. They may feel that the world is against them or that they are not worthy of love and respect. In these moments, kindness acts as a beacon of light, showing them that there is another way to look at the world. Your compassion and care can soften the edges of their hardened beliefs and open their hearts to new possibilities. In many situations, people are caught up in their own pain, insecurity, or misunderstandings, which can cloud their judgment and affect the way they treat others. When you respond to them with kindness, you break the cycle of negativity. Rather than reacting with frustration or anger, you offer understanding, compassion, and warmth. This can often create a shift in how they view you and, more importantly, how they view themselves. It's not uncommon for someone to feel defensive or closed off in the face of criticism or rejection, but when kindness is offered instead of judgment, it opens the door to healing and transformation. By offering kindness, you show them that they are worthy of love and respect, regardless of their past mistakes or insecurities. Kindness is contagious. When you act with compassion and understanding, you inspire others to do the same. It's easy to become disheartened when you encounter negativity or hostility, but kindness has the power to disarm even the hardest hearts. When someone witnesses an act of genuine kindness, it can shift their perspective in an instant. They may begin to question their own behaviors and attitudes and start looking for ways to bring more positivity into their own lives. Your kindness doesn't just impact one person, it can affect an entire environment, changing the energy of a room, a workplace, or even an entire community. It becomes a ripple effect, a chain of positive actions that spreads out into the world and leaves a lasting impact. One of the most profound ways kindness shifts perspective is by reminding people of their inherent value. In a world that often places importance on external achievements, appearances, and material possessions, it can be easy for someone to forget their worth. Kindness, however, is not given based on someone's achievements or status. It is offered freely, without expectation or condition. When you extend kindness to someone, you remind them that they are valuable just as they are. This can be incredibly healing, especially for those who may have spent years feeling unappreciated, unloved, or unseen. By showing kindness, you help them reconnect with their sense of self-worth, allowing them to see themselves through a kinder lens. Another way kindness shifts perspective is by fostering empathy. When you are kind to others, you open the door to understanding their struggles and experiences. In a world where judgment and criticism often dominate, kindness allows for vulnerability and connection. When people feel seen and heard, they are more likely to let down their walls and share their true selves. This creates a space for deeper connection, where people can acknowledge their pain and growth. By offering kindness, you encourage others to see beyond their own pain and recognize the shared humanity that connects us all. It allows them to realize that everyone has their own battles and that compassion is a key to overcoming them. Kindness also has the power to transform negative situations. When faced with conflict, it's easy to respond with anger or frustration. But responding with kindness can completely alter the trajectory of the situation. Whether it's a disagreement with a friend, a tense moment in the workplace, or a challenging interaction with a stranger, choosing kindness can diffuse tension and bring a sense of calm to the situation. Instead of escalating negativity, kindness helps to create space for communication, understanding, and resolution. It shows others that peace and connection are always possible, even in the midst of conflict. In this way, your kindness becomes a tool for healing and reconciliation.